Hello friends, in this video we will be learning linear and non-linear systems. Let us begin. A system is said to be linear if it satisfies homogeneity principle along with additivity principle, else system is said to be non-linear. Let us understand what is meant by homogeneity principle and what is meant by additivity principle, and only if a particular system is satisfying both the properties, that is homogeneity along with the additivity, then and then only the system is said to be linear, else system is non-linear. Let us assume some system with, let's say, input as x of t and output as y of t. If you apply, let's say, input as x1 of t, assuming passing through the system, it produces output as y1 of t. Let's say now you have changed input to x2 of t, then let's say output is y2 of t. Now what you are doing is, instead of applying x1 of t and x2 of t separately, you are applying x1 of t and x2 of t combinedly. That is, you are applying x1 of t plus x2 of t as input. Then if you give such input to the system, then output must be equal to y1 of t plus y2 of t. I hope it is clear what I said. In first case, when I apply x1, I get output y1. Second case, I apply input as x2, I get output y2. In third case, I'm applying input as x1 plus x2. Naturally, I must get output as y1 plus y2. If it happens, then we say that the system is following additivity property. So this is called as additivity property. But only additivity property will not do. It should also satisfy another principle called as a homogeneity principle. Let us see what is homogeneity principle is. As I said, when you apply input x of t, you get output y of t, or in short, when you apply input x, you get output y. But if you apply input as a of x of t or a times x of t, then output should be equal to a times y of t. I hope it is clear. When you apply input as x, you get output y. But instead of applying x, let's say you have multiplied x with some constant, that is a, then output should also gets multiplied with the same quantity. Now what is meant by a? A is a constant. When I say constant, a constant can be real value, a constant can be imaginary value, or this constant can be a complex constant also. So if this homogeneity principle gets satisfied for all these three types, that is real value, imaginary value as well as complex value, then only I would say that a system is satisfying a homogeneity principle. So system should satisfy homogeneity principle along with the additivity principle, then and then only a system is said to be a linear system, else system is non-linear. Now this is very important. Else system is non-linear means there are some systems which follows additivity property but doesn't support homogeneity principle. Even in that case, a system is said to be non-linear. So system to be linear, both the properties should satisfy, right? So let us see some numericals. So you will come to know how to identify the systems whether they are linear or non-linear. Starting with a very first question, that is y of t is equal to twice of x of t plus 3. So this is the first question given. So whenever a question is given to you, that is, a question would be like this, that output would be expressed in terms of input. So y of t is expressed in terms of input x of t. So what system says, when you apply input as x, you get output as twice of x plus 3. Meaning that whatever input you apply, that input gets multiplied with 2 and then added with 3. I hope you understood what is the meaning of system. See what system is doing? When it says twice of x of t, it is multiplying input. Whatever input you apply, it is going to multiply with 2, and then whatever result comes, you are going to add with 3. So I'm sure you now understood what is the system is. Let's say now you have applied input as x1 of t, then guess what is the output? output will be simply twice of x1 of t plus 3, and let's say this is y1 of t, right? So y1 of t is the output just because you applied x1 of t as input. When you apply x2 of t input to the same system, output will be twice of x2 of t plus 3. Let's say this output is y2 of t. Is that right? Now, instead of applying x1 of t and x2 of t separately, let us assume now you are applying x1 of t and x2 of t as a sum of input. Then what is going to happen? You know that the nature is it multiplies input with 2, but this time input is x1 of t plus x2 of t. So input is x1 of t plus x2 of t as input. It gets whole multiplied with 2 and then added with 3. Is that right? But you know that by additivity principle, x1 of t plus x2 of t must produce y1 of t plus y2 of t. And from this equation 1 and equation 2, you can see what is y1 of t and y2 of t, and by observation you will come to know that these two are not equal, because if you try to calculate what is y1 of t and y2 of t, okay, so you can add these two factors, so you can take 2 common, what remains inside is x1 of t plus x2 of t, okay, so 3 plus 3 becomes 6. Is that right? So as you can see, additivity principle is not satisfied here, therefore system is non-linear. So we are crystal clear about it that this is a non-linear system, right? Again, as I said, not only additivity, but it should also satisfy a homogeneity property. But now here, since it is not satisfying additivity property only, there is no need to check homogeneity principle also. But then, just for the sake of understanding, I'll apply homogeneity property and I'll try to see whether it is really following homogeneity property or not. As I said, it is not required now because in advance only we know that it is a non-linear system. So the nature of the system is whatever input you apply, output will be twice of that input, then it is added with 3. So when you apply input as x of t, output is twice of x of t plus 3, and this is considered as y of t. Let's say if you have applied input as a times x of t, right? Now understand, input is not just x of t, input is a times x of t. So this time a times x of t gets multiplied with 2 and then it is added with 3. You know that when input is x of t, output is y of t, by homogeneity property, a times x of t must produce a times y of t. Then this must be equal to a times y of t. And if you observe, it is not equal to a times y of t, because if you see, this is your y of t, this is your y of t. If you try to multiply with a, it would be twice of a x of t plus 3a, right? So of course it is not equal to this, and therefore we say that not only additivity but homogeneity property is also not satisfied, therefore system is non-linear. But as I said, it sometimes happens that additivity principle gets satisfied but homogeneity principle doesn't get satisfied. Even in that case, the system is said to be non-linear. Both the properties if satisfied, then only system is said to be a linear system. Let's start with our next question. Our next question says y of t is equal to e to the power x of t. As I said, before you start with the question, try to understand what this system really does. Okay, see, so now it is another system which takes input x and gives you output as e to the power x. So what is the input? Input is x and output is e to the power input. So what this system does, it takes a particular input and it just put your input in the power of e, right? So let's say if you apply input as x1, then it must give you output as e to the power x1. Let us say output y1. If you apply input as x2, then it must give you output as e to the power x2. Let's say it is y2. If you apply input as x1 plus x2, understand, now input is x1 plus x2. Output will be naturally e to the power x1 plus x2. See to it, is that equal to y1 plus y2? because by additivity principle, if you apply x1 plus x2 as input, output must be y1 plus y2. But if you see it, it is not equal, because y1 plus y2 is e to the power x1 plus e to the power x2, and this is not equal to e to the power x1 plus x2. You cannot do that, right? Law of indices do not allow you to do that. Again, since additivity principle is not satisfied, therefore this system is a non-linear system. But then, just for the learning phase, we will apply homogeneity property also. So you know that when input is x, output is e to the power x. It means if you apply input as ax, let us assume this is y of t, okay, or output y. If you apply input as ax, then output must be e to the power ax, is that right? And it should be equal to a times y of t, because you know that a times x must produce a times y. But then as you can see, it is not equal, because a times y of t will be a times e to the power x, right? So since it is not equal, it is not even satisfying homogeneity property, and therefore the given system is a non-linear system. Let's start with the next. It says y of n is equal to real part of x of n. What it really does? Let us assume x of n is having some complex value, out of which it is taking only real value and giving you an output. So it is quite, we can say, it is acting like a filter which is filtering out the imaginary value and giving you out only real values, right? So system is like this. It may be taking input as a complex input, and after processing you're getting only real quantity. So when I say input is x having a complex number, output is real quantity of x. So let us assume x of n as x of real values of n and x of imaginary value of n. Or I can say that this is a real part of x of n and this is an imaginary part of x of n. So what that system does, let's say you have applied input as x of n, which is a complex input, consists of a real part and imaginary part. Output will be simply xr of n. So what it does, it takes whole complex number of x of n or a whole complex signal as x of n, but then it retrieves only real part out of it and gives you as output. That is, it is filtering out imaginary part of x of n. In this, we can directly apply a homogeneity property, that is a times x of n. If you apply, output will be what? It will be a times xr of n. Is that right? Or we will elaborate this, it is better. So what is meant by a times x of n? It is a times x of n consists of xr of n plus xi of n. That is real part of x of n and imaginary part of x of n. Let us assume a equal to 2. Then the input says it is twice of xr of n plus twice of xi of n. Is that right? Let us try to predict what should be output. If you apply input as x of n, output is real part of x of n. Is that right? Then if you apply input as a times x of n, output must be y of n equal to real part of a times x of n. Is that right? So let us see. So when you apply such type of input, when it is processed through the system filters out imaginary part. So it is going to cancel out this imaginary part and it gives you output as twice of xr of n. So as you can see, with x of n as input, it gives you xr of n, and then a times x of n, it gives you a times xr of n. So in a way, it is satisfying this homogeneity property. But if you remember, I told you when I say a as constant, this constant can be a complex constant also. I mean, it can be real value, it can be imaginary value, or it can be in fact a complex value also. So let us assume a equal to twice of j. In that case, this 2j gets multiplied with xr of n plus xi of n, right? So now it becomes 2j xr of n minus 2 times xi of n. Why it is happening so? Because this imaginary part will also have some j term which gets multiplied with j. It becomes j square, and j square is minus 1. Is that right? So if you see now carefully, when you multiply some imaginary value with a complex constant, in effect what happens? The real value becomes imaginary value, and imaginary value becomes a real part. So now this is a real part and this is an imaginary part. In that case, what is going to happen? Output will be equal to minus of twice of xi of n. Is that right? So in this case, it is not matching with twice of xr of n. Is that right? Or 2j times xr of n. Since it is not matching this time, then we can say that here homogeneity principle gets failed, and therefore system is a non-linear, right? So I'll explain you this again. With input x, you get output xr of n, right? Then a times x of n must produce a times xr of n. In this case, what was a? The value of a was 2j. So when I say 2j times x of n, it must give you output as 2j times xr of n. Is that right? But from the system, it is impossible to get this term out because the system never ever allows imaginary value to pass. But by homogeneity property, you must get some imaginary constant out. But this is not possible with this system. It is going to restrict this imaginary part. In effect, you will be getting minus 2 of xi of n instead of getting 2j times xr of n. And therefore, as I said, your homogeneity principle gets failed, and therefore the given system is a non-linear. There is absolutely no need to check additivity property here, right? Last sum now. It says y of n is equal to mod of x of n. Okay, so what it does, it just takes x of n and it gives you magnitude of x of n. So try to understand the nature of system. You are applying some input x of n, and after passing it through the system, it takes magnitude of x of n. So this is your output. Okay, so again we will try to apply homogeneity property. If input is x, output is y. If input is a times x, output must be a times y. I hope you are clear with this, right? So let us assume input is 2 plus 3j times x, then output must be 2 plus 3j times y by homogeneity property, but we will check whether we are getting so. So let us assume input is 2 plus 3j times x. So by nature of system, output is always whatever input you apply, okay, it gives you magnitude of input. So this time output will be magnitude of input, which is 2 plus 3j times x. Is that right? Or I can say magnitude of 2 plus 3j times x. And magnitude of 2 plus 3j, if you try to calculate magnitude of a complex value, let's say if it is a plus jb value, the magnitude is under root of real part square plus imaginary part square. So it is 2 square plus 3 square times x, which is equal to 5 times x. Okay, so with 2 plus 3j x, if you are getting 5 times x, then it is not equal to 2 plus 3j times y. Is that right? Therefore, since it is not so, therefore it is not satisfying homogeneity property, because we knew that for x, if you are getting y, I'm talking about this case number 1, for a times x you're getting ay, then 2 plus 3j times x must give you 2 plus 3j times y. But this is not happening, right? It is never ever going to allow any imaginary value out because it is taking magnitude of x of n, the whole x of n. Even though you are going to apply with some complex constant to it, it will take a magnitude of it and it will make sure that at output you will get only real value, that is 5. So even though you applied 2 plus 3j, okay, you multiplied your x of n with 2 plus 3j, in spite of that, because of the nature of the system, it has taken magnitude of it and it made sure that it is giving you only real value out. Again, it is not following our homogeneity property and therefore the given system is a non-linear system. So this is a non-linear system. Just to tell you, remember, any log function, any cos function, any sine function, magnitude function of x of t or x of n, whatever, or even any exponential function, all these operations stated over here belongs to non-linear system. Just to remember, log of x of t, cos of x of t, sine of x of t, magnitude of x of t, e to the power x of t, that is all those exponential functions are also belongs to non-linear system category. Thank you.